It is the 18th day of June 2023. Good evening and happy Father's Day to all amazing fathers worldwide from wherever you're watching us. Let's take a look at all that we have prepared for you tonight. Kenya joins the rest of the world in celebrating Father's Day today. Government to disburse 31 billion Kenya shillings for Kakamega County government expenditure, says President William Ruto in his maiden visit to Kakamega County. Labour CS Florence Bore speaks on our current house drama. Bore says acquisition process was legitimately underway. And third phase of Shakahola exhumation paused to pave way for autopsy as total bodies exhumed hits 336. Alright, we are live on our social media platforms at KUTV_Kenya. That is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. The underscore is KUTV Weekend Live. RUTH CHEPKOECH is our sign language interpreter tonight. My name is ODIDA. Welcome to the broadcast once again. Now, Father's Day is being celebrated today across the globe, and indeed showers of praise have taken center stage across social media as leaders across the country and netizens alike send their best wishes to fathers worldwide. Listen in. Father's Day celebration is with us again. The celebration marked every third Sunday of the month of June to celebrate fathers for the amazing work they do and for the sacrifices they make for their children and society. Has seen a lot of appreciation across social media in the country and beyond. President William Ruto led the celebration with a heartfelt biblical verse honoring fathers worldwide from the book of 1 Thessalonians, which celebrates fathers for leading children to walk in a manner that pleases God. First Lady Rachel Ruto's message read in part, and I quote, "Today as we mark this Father's Day, I celebrate all the fathers who teach their children that in everything they do, they must endeavor to get the shin right. Happy Father's Day," end of quote. The second-in-command Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's message on Father's Day read, "A father is a pillar on which a strong family and society is built." Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki, while on a church service in Murang'a County, praised fathers worldwide for the good work they do in the society.
Wanaume wote wa Murang'a, wanaume wa Kenya, wanaume wa dunia nzima kwa kazi nzuri, kazi ngumu ya kuwa baba. Because a father is a leader, a father is a role model, a father is many things to their children.
And in the Father's Day celebratory mood, receive our Father's Day wishes from KUTV. Happy Father's Day. All right, now President William Ruto has held his stand that the only way to bring down the high cost of living is by subsidizing production and creating more job opportunities for Kenyans. The president has stated that his administration is keen on growing digital jobs due to its availability. Ruth Wanjiru with that report.
While attending a church service in Kakamega County, President William Ruto has once again shown his commitment to subsidizing production with the name of growing the country's economy. Accompanied by the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi among other leaders, the head of state also defended the housing program, citing that it is the best way to grow the economy by providing jobs, eliminating slums, as well as giving better houses for Kenyans.
Agenda ya kwanza ni ajira. Kupitia hii manyumba 1,200 kila mwaka, mimi natarajia kutengeneza kazi 1,000,000 Kenya. Hawa vijana wanaishi hapa. Kakamega, we want to build 10,000 houses.
In addition, the Commander-in-Chief urged the members of Parliament to have the welfare of Kenyans in mind as they meet in the National Assembly for the third reading of the Finance Bill on Tuesday. In relation to the high cost of living, Ruto stated that the situation will be made better for Kenyans only if sustainable plans are made. He further added that the cost of living will not be reduced by living beyond our means as a country.
Gharama ya maisha itapanda kwa mpango, na mpango ni kusaidia mkulima, na ndio sababu for the first time tumesajili and we have registered 5 million farmers.
Other leaders who accompanied the president declared their support for him, promising to stand behind him as he leads the country forward.
Hatuwezi kuwa na maendeleo hapa, hatuwezi patiana huduma bila watu kutoa pesa.
Najua Tuesday wabunge mko bungeni. Make the right decision as fathers. We must sacrifice. Things are not easy. But the decisions you make are forming a firm foundation for our country.
This happens days before the members of parliament meet for the third reading of the Finance Bill 2023. Ruth Wanjiru, for KUTV.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki has said that the government will not relent until the country is void of rogue preachers and churches. Kindiki was speaking at PEFA Church Kamahuha in Murang'a County, where he has also revealed that exhumation exercise in Shakahola village has been halted in order to pave way for autopsies on the 336 bodies that have been so far exhumed.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki, during a church service at Pentecostal Evangelical Fellowship of Africa, PEFA Church, congratulated the PEFA Church for helping growing the community by building schools and hospitals.
Nataka leo nikiwa hapa niseme serikali ya Kenya haina shida yoyote na kanuni na mafundisho la kanisa la PEFA.
Kindiki assured preachers that the government has no problem with churches nor preachers, but a few criminals who hide in holy scriptures. The CS has for that reason asked preachers to collaborate with the government and help in pointing fake preachers.
Mimi ninawaomba mshirikiane na serikali ili tukabiliane na wakora wachache na wahalifu ambao wanajificha ndani yetu kuharibia kanisa jina na kupaka kanisa matope.
Moso Kindiki has promised to tell citizens the truth on the number of bodies exhumed without hiding any information, at the same time asking people who have lost their loved ones to be patient as they recognize right bodies for the right families.
Mheshimiwa Rais ametuamrisha sisi kama Wizara ya Usalama tuhakikishe kwamba tumetafuta watu wetu wote ambao wamezikwa pale, tuwatoe pale, tuwapatiane kwa jamii zao baada ya utaratibu wa kisheria kufanyika, na sisi kama serikali hatutaficha ukweli.
However, Kindiki has promised to use the same energy used to fight bandits on alcohol to help combat the usage, sale and manufacture of illicit brews.
Ile nguvu tumeweka katika kupigana na magaidi, wezi wa mifugo na wale wakora wanaojificha kwa dini, nguvu kama hizo ndio tutatumia kupigana na wale wanauzia watoto wetu madawa ya kulevya na pombe ya sumu.
Third phase of autopsies of exhumed bodies in Shakahola is expected to resume on Tuesday. This is after the continuing exhumation process of 94 more bodies, adding the number of bodies exhumed to 336, expected to stop tomorrow as more mass graves have been traced in the forest, as stated by the Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki. Salma Swaleh, KUTV.
Labour and Social Protection Cabinet Secretary Florence Bore has stated that she followed the law by purchasing a house from Gatanga Member of Parliament Edward Muriu. CS Bore, who published a statement on Twitter, says that she got into an agreement to purchase the property at a negotiated and agreed purchase price. Bore cites that the company belonging to Muriu acknowledged receipt of the signed agreement for sale by stamping on the forwarding letter by her advocates. According to Bore, although the transaction period was 90 days from the date of signing the agreement, it was agreed that she takes occupation of the house. She, however, cites that in less than 30 days of the agreement, Murray and his wife attempted to unlawfully evict her children from the house while she was out of the country. Now, the proximity of Bungoma to the porous Malaba border has led to an increase in the trafficking of underage girls from Uganda for domestic work. Long queues along the Kandui-Malaba highway have contributed to a rise in sexual abuse among young girls who hawk items. To address these challenges, the government has implemented strategies to combat child labor, including training for labor officers in the counties. Bungoma County has developed a child protection policy, currently in draft form after undergoing public participation. Here's Joseph Kess with that report.
The proximity of Bungoma to the porous Malaba border has led to an increase in the trafficking of underage girls from Uganda for domestic work. Furthermore, long queues along the Kandui-Malaba highway have contributed to a rise in sexual abuse among young girls who hawk items. To address these challenges, the government has implemented strategies to combat child labor, including training for labor officers in the counties. Bungoma County has developed a child protection policy, currently in draft form, after undergoing public participation.
We have come up with a child protection policy, which has already gone through the public participation exercise. We are doing validation, which we are about to finish. I think by end of this week we'll be done with the validation and present to the county assembly.
Day-to-day challenges faced by children have led to prevalence of child labor. Head of Regional Project of the International Labour Organization, Grace Banya, describes child labor as a stark manifestation of social injustice that perpetuates inequality, poverty, and the violation of children's rights. Banya emphasizes that addressing the root cause of child labor is essential for achieving social injustice in Africa.
Inequality or social injustice actually perpetuates child labor, and we're looking at issues of poverty, lack of access to education, and all the related problems that prevent children from enjoying their childhood, but also benefiting from education.
To combat child labor, Banya calls upon nations to confront the systemic inequalities that enable its existence. This involves addressing structural issues such as poverty and discrimination, creating an environment that fosters social justice and equal opportunities for all children to grow and learn.
Behind every child that is trafficked, there is a case. And we are hoping that they'll be able to do more than just what they see on the surface, and there will be more increased prosecution, reporting of cases of children who are trafficked.
The Ministry of Education reports that in 2022 to 2023 alone, over 15,600 children had to quit schools due to child labor and poverty in Kenya. Joseph Kess, KUTV.
Now, Mombasa County Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasiru yesterday officially launched the Mombasa Care Health Program, which aims at providing comprehensive NHIF covers to 15,000 vulnerable families in the county, has today embarked on the second phase of the campaign to Likoni constituency. The governor, who earlier today visited various areas in the Likoni sub-county, including Tongwe, Shikadabu and Mwahima Stadium, called on the residents to register for the program. The governor was accompanied by Likoni Member of Parliament Mishi Mboko. Listening to these earlier remarks by the Mombasa County boss.
Weza kuendelea, nitaomba wale community health promoters, kuna ndugu zetu wengine ambao kwamba pengine wamechelewa kwa ibada, nitaomba zile kanisa zilizoko karibu na hapa waende wajulishwe, hata kama tulikuwa tayari tushawaandikia barua maeneo yote ya dini ya kwa kuna mpangilio huu, lakini pia si vibaya kuwakumbusha wenzetu ya kwa mkitoka ibada njooni muweze kuregister kwa kadi zenu. Pili, mimi nitia imani sana. Nia na madhumuni ilikuwa ni kila wodi kusipungue familia 500. Lakini nimeingia hapa Likoni, hapa idadi zitazidi. Na katika hali ya kuzidi, sio shughuli yangu kuwaambia ya kuwa nimeshindwa. Ni shughuli yangu kuhakikisha nitatekeleza. Kwa hivyo yale nataka kuambia walioko hapa. And I'm glad, nashukuru Mungu. Kwa sababu wale watu wa NHIF wananiambia ya kwa wengi hapa hata hawaijui ile kadi ya NHIF ni ipi. Kwa hivyo nyote wale ambao ni wa hapa watakuwa registered waweze kupatiwa kadi zao za NHIF.
All right, we are taking a very fast short break at this point. Agri Business is up next when we come back. Stay with us.
Access to knowledge. Solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Lola ni programu inayokupa fursa ya kutizama video zozote pindi tu unapokuwa na nafasi. Hadithi za kukupa motisha, drama, maisha ya vyuo vikuu, teknolojia, masuala ya jamii, kuzuru maeneo tofauti, spoti, burudani na zaidi. Pata programu ya Lola sasa kwenye rununu yako kwa yote unayohitaji.
Kipindi hewani ni mitindo ya kipwani. Kama ilivyo kipindi hiki kinahusu nyimbo za tarab, chakacha, midwara, midundiko, bila kusahau mapishi. Ambao ndio uti wa mgongo pia wa Ready Tamu.
All right, welcome back. Now it's time to take a look at this week, what we have in store for you for this week in agribusiness. Now, Kakamega County government is adopting embryo transfer technology on a pilot program to produce high-quality grade cows. Kakamega Chief Officer for Livestock and Veterinary Services, Barak George Otieno, says the Kakamega County Dairy Development Corporation, KDDC, smart farms will be used to fertilize eggs from where embryos will be distributed to farmers.
In addition to traditional artificial insemination services, County Government of Kakamega is adopting embryo transfer technology. Through the technology, farmers will be able to get high-quality offspring within a shorter time instead of waiting for generations to realize production from their cows.
The department is also planning to conduct a pilot on embryo transfer technology where the KDDC farms will be used to harvest eggs that then will be fertilized, and the number of resulting embryos will be able to be distributed to the farmers.
According to Dr. Greg Onyango from Urus Genetics, embryo transfer technology involves having donor cows with good traits, better milk production, better linear traits and health traits that will be multiplied to supply farmers with better genetics. The technology involves injecting the donor cows with hormones to ovulate more than one egg through a process known as superovulation of donor cows. Once the cow is superovulated and produces about 40 eggs, veterinary officers will then obtain the eggs and fertilize them with superior bull semen in the laboratories. A mature embryo will be transferred to a surrogate mother, which will have been prepared to be ready to carry the pregnancy. Every surrogate mother will receive one embryo. The pregnancy will be cared for as a normal pregnancy, which will last for 9 months for the surrogate mother to give birth to a calf. Salma Swaleh, KUTV.
The Mombasa Care Elders Association has faulted the youth in the coast region for destruction of trees, saying that this is negatively impacting the environment. The elders were now embarking on a tree planting program that aims at planting 1 million trees in the region, have called for reforestation efforts as they are worried that deforestation could cause more harm in the future.
Mombasa Care elders, who say they are at the forefront of protecting trees, are blaming the youth in the coast region for massively destroying trees to produce charcoal and timber, which has led to serious degradation and disasters such as drought.
Kumeletwa hizi vijipawa minazi kule kwetu inkwisha pasuliwa mbao. Minazi ile nina imani kuu kwamba minazi ile ilipandwa na wazee, haikupandwa na vijana. Na wanaokata minazi ile na miembe ni vijana. Wanakata na hawapandi.
Kwa sababu miti hiyo nayotaja mimi ni miti ambayo tunakula na ndio itatusaidia pia kupunguza njaa.
The Mombasa Care Elders Association is leading a sensitization and tree planting program with the aim of planting 1 million trees across the region.
Tutakapomaliza hizi sub counties za Kilifi County, tutaruka Kwale County. Kwale County kuna sub county 4. Nazo pia vile tuhakikishe kwamba kila sub county tumeipanda miti.
The youth, who are the energetic ones, have been urged to contribute to reforestation efforts, which will contribute to reducing food shortages due to the rain attraction capability of trees.
Kwa jamii nafikiri huwa vijana ndo ngao. Ni kweli si kweli? Nasema kwa vijana wenzangu, tuwe mstari wa mbele kuona kwamba tunapanda nini? Miti. Usipande miti mingi. Kahakikishe tu umepanda mti zaidi ya mmoja, aidha miwili, na uhakikishe miti ile uliopanda, uhakikishe mti huu utaendelea, sio kwa uupande na uachilie mbali.
Mombasa Care elders have positioned themselves at the forefront of protecting trees, especially coastal indigenous trees such as coconuts and cashew nuts, which are largely found in the region. Mutweri Eliud, KUTV.
In respect to the International Year of Millets, the Sarova Pan-Africa Hotel organized an Indian Millet Food Festival in Nairobi with the aim of showcasing different dishes made from millet as well as the different types of millets available. 2 renowned chefs from India, Surendra Gandhava and Vaibhav Bhargava, were flown into the country to share their culinary arts by arranging a mix of Indian cuisine, ranging from starters to soups and main course meals that are millet-based. The Indian High Commissioner to Kenya, Namgia Kampa, and her counterparts from Jordan, Belarus, Eritrea, and Turkey graced the occasion.
The Commission is delighted to bring to you the culinary diversity of India through this food festival. But having said that, I don't think Indian food is too unfamiliar in Kenya. In fact, I think it would be right to say that you are spoiled for choices when it comes to Indian food in Kenya.
It's our pleasure at Sarova to support the Food and Millet Festival. I believe it runs for a weekend. I request all of you to inform your friends to come and taste the food of this festival.
Now in sports, Kenya's national team Harambe Stars has registered a 1-0 loss to host Mauritius in a friendly match hosted in the National Sports Complex Stadium in Mauritius today. Mauritius' winning goal was scored in the 22nd minute by Kengi Saramandif. The four-team tournament, which began on 11th of June, has officially come to an end, with Eugene Firat's boys registering 1 win and 1 loss in the tournament. Kenya is among 7,000 participants of the World Olympic Games that are slated to take place from June 17 to 25th in Berlin, Germany. Kenya is expected to participate in some of the 26 sports in the World Games competition, which will include handball, volleyball, badminton, and athletics. Team Kenya is led by the patron of Special Olympics Kenya, who is the spouse to the Deputy President, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi. And finally, 50 boxers from 7 western counties displayed their prowess in the Western Nyanza Inter-County Friendly Tournament hosted in Ahindi Gardens in Siaya County yesterday. The tournament, which displayed a total of 27 bouts, was aimed at nurturing talents of young boxers in the region. The friendly boxing tournament was organized by Kenya Boxing Federation Technical Director Albert Matito.
Residents of Siaya town last evening thronged Ahindi Gardens to watch a thrilling boxing extravaganza that brought together 50 pugilists from Nyanza and Western regions. The event saw a total of 27 bouts, with boxers giving their best during the fights. However, no points were awarded. The tournament involved boxers from Kisumu, Homa Bay, Migori, Kakamega, Vihiga, Busia, and Siaya counties. According to the Technical Director of Boxing Association of Kenya, Albert Matito, the event was organized to help promote boxing in the region. Matito called for support from the county governments to help nurture talents from the grassroots and ensure that Kenya excels in boxing. He also confirmed that such tournaments will be held after every 2 to 3 weeks in different counties.
Hii michezo ya leo mimi ndio nilianzisha na team kutoka Western and Nyanza. That is, tumeita Western Nyanza Inter-County. Inter-County tumeanzisha sasa, tutakuwa tukiendelea kama kuna mchezo kubwa ya national, tutakuwa tukifanya every 2 weeks ama after 3 weeks tunaicheza.
The Western Nyanza Inter-County Tournament comes at a time when Kenyan female boxer Sarah Achieng re-established the boxing stature of the nation in the world's platform after she claimed the World Boxing Foundation super lightweight title. With the launch of the Talanta Hela initiative by the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Youth Affairs earlier this month, the Western Nyanza Inter-County Tournament may provide the perfect platform for boxers in the region to be scouted and nurtured by the government under the Talanta Hela initiative. Hassan Yusuf, KUTV.
All right, we have come to the end of our bulletin tonight. Many thanks indeed for keeping us company. Once again, happy Father's Day. My name is ODIDA. I'm in the company of RUTH CHEPKOECH, a sign language interpreter tonight. Have yourself a good night and see you tomorrow, inshallah.